If you clicked on the video, then you're in the right spot. You're now following my journey to grow a 1,000-pound giant pumpkin. I'm a giant pumpkin grower from northeastern Wisconsin, right along Lake Michigan, and it's pretty cold here. It's pretty cold. I mean, it's about 10 degrees. It could be 10 degrees colder here, but I live about 5 miles off the lake, and it is what it is. I grow in a field behind my house, which I'll show you in a little bit here. So I have no electricity or anything, but last year I was able to grow a 605.5-pound pumpkin and bring it to my first weigh-off, GPC weigh-off. Weigh-off was put together by Wisconsin Giant Pumpkin Growers Club, which is a club that I really think everyone in Wisconsin that's watching this video that doesn't grow and is not in the club yet should join if they're looking to grow these giant pumpkins. You can go to the weigh-offs, you get letters, you can learn tons of stuff from this club, mainly because if you contact other people, and that's how you learn, is other people. I mean, there's veteran growers out there who can help you a ton and help me a ton too. So if you are a veteran grower and you see anything I'm doing wrong, please comment. Please comment on this, because I'm trying to get better, and this is why I'm doing this. And if you're a beginner grower, welcome, and I'll show you a little bit about growing giant pumpkins. Anyways, let's get to it. Anyways, this is my very first video on giant pumpkins, and today we're gonna see my plants, how I'm having problems with a vine snap, and my competition with my neighbor and really good friend Rex. And he's just a beginner grower, has never grown before, and he and I are gonna both have fun with it. So let's get into it. So anyways, let me give you a tour of my patch. My house is way back there, pond, and then we have my patch. So I have little greenhouses right now. Plants are just about 40 days old. They're not doing too well, they're doing okay. I'll get more into that later though. Over there is my water tank, and right here is the hose. And then if you go over here, we have this black plastic tubing. It's not that big. It runs all the way down back to my house, back there by the patio doors. There's a faucet, so yeah, we run water all the way back here when I need it for like sprinklers or whatever. Then we hook it up to the hose, and that hose, we shoot it out over all the patch, wherever we need the hose to go, because it's like a 100-foot garden hose, and then we can put it can go from here to all the way up there in the patch. Here we are with the water tank set up. This is like a 500-gallon container or whatever. So yeah, it's just got a hose coming out of it, and then I can fill gardening cans or watering cans, whatever they're called, with that and water my plants. So now let me show you my plants. Right here, this is a 1628 Sikorsky squash. Sorry about that, John, if you're watching this. But anyways, yeah, so this squash, it's doing decent. It's really warm today. It's like 80 today, and it's like middle of May. So it's kind of weird, because normally you wouldn't have to have these little houses on if it's this warm. But anyways, yeah, I have the temperature gauge down there. And this is like I said, this is the Sikorsky, which this pumpkin, or this squash, this is a giant green squash. This is not a pumpkin. So last year, this broke the Wisconsin state record by John Sikorsky. He actually grew 2 Wisconsin state record squash last year, which is pretty cool. And then I have another plant right next to it, so I have 2 plants, and whichever one will get culled. But the sad thing is, I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna end up getting culled, because if you can see right in there, I didn't bust it, but the wind busted it off. I don't understand how, because I had bamboo sticks, well, not bamboo sticks, but they're like chopsticks. I had it all supported up, and it still busted off with the wind. But we'll see. I'm still growing it for now, and we'll see what happens. And that's also a 1628 Sikorsky. Okay, let's walk over now to my pumpkin. This is a 1785 Ford, I believe. Yes, 1785.5 Ford. And I just put this one in my bigger house yesterday. It was kind of a backup plant, because I really didn't know what was going to happen. And it's kind of scrawny and stuff and doesn't look the healthiest, but it should grow. So I've been having leggy plants, lengthy. As you can see, they're really lengthy and not that thick, but I don't know what's going on there. It's probably the way I start them. I kind of figure that out, but anyways, yeah, so that's the 1785.5 Ford, and it actually is looking really good for just putting it in the ground. So we'll see what that guy can do this year. Hopefully we can get some pumpkins. My goal this year will be about 800 pounds. So hopefully we can please people with that. Okay, so the house we're growing in, my dad built this, and then Matt Fay, actually, one of my fellow growers from Algoma, he gave me to that. So thanks, Matt, for that. And me and my dad built them and this. They're just 4x4 little like greenhouses. This one's got like a plexiglass roof, and one does over there too, but it's busted off. And then we just got like 6mm plastic on the sides. But like in the day when it's really hot, cause it's like 80 today, I put firewood so we get a little ventilation going on down there. And it's still hot in there because you can tell the plants are honestly, it's too hot for the plants right now. I didn't expect it to be this warm by middle May. These greenhouses won't even have to be on them, but it is what it is. And one beginner tip right now is, as you can see, I just watered my plants. And when you water, make sure, you can see this whole area is dark. You might be wondering because the roots are probably, they're probably not even half that area now. But we need to expand the roots, so get the water out there and not just right on the roots where they are now. Before I get into showing you this pumpkin, if any of you guys are wondering what this is just my little board setup for now of elevating stuff so we don't smash the roots, because if you pack it on the soil, you'll smash the roots. But right now I'm not too concerned. As you can see, I don't have anything going on over there. I'm just walking now. Plants are so small yet, we'll have time to worry about this. So don't get too worried about your soil right away. It is good to take caution though. This is my first plant I put in, 1428 Thompson. It's growing okay. As you can see, it's drooping. It's another long, lengthy plant, but I do know how to help that, but I don't really know what went on with this one. So anyways, I cut off a leaf. There used to be a leaf right about there, and there is a leaf in the back, not doing so well. But this one's gonna start vining out. This warm weather should help it. It's honestly too warm. I didn't expect it to be this warm. So anyways, yeah, that's my last plant, and let's hope for some good growth on it. And everybody, I forgot to say, I'm also growing longboards this year. These are my plants right here. If you have any tips on longboards, I have no idea what I'm doing with them. I mean, I know that you have to grow them up a trellis, and that's about it. So if you have any tips on longboards, please give them to me down in the comments. And these are 2 other little pumpkins I just started the other day. I'm actually having a little competition with my friend Rex. If you're on here, leave a comment. I know that's you. And yeah, so I'm having a competition of my own seeds of my 605 last year, because we planted them at the same time because he got going a little late this year. He's going to try to grow for his first time this year. And yeah, I have these under the light right now. I started them with plastic saran wrap around the tops with a heat mat at about 80, 85 degrees in there. And then I took them out to cooler temperatures and put the heat lamp on them. Not the heat lamp, the grow light on them. And supposedly that's how you don't get a leggy plant. I'm trying it like that, and we'll see what happens, but that's about it. So anyways, giant pumpkin people, that's going to be the last. So anyways, everybody, that's going to be the last thing. That's going to conclude the video. And I mean, I hope you guys want to stay tuned to watch these plants grow and expand. In these next few weeks, man, it's going to get warm, and then those things are going to take off. It's awesome once they start growing and once you can get a pumpkin on. So stay tuned on these videos. I'll be posting them probably like every few days, because I'll be getting a lot of content out here, and it's going to be fun. And like I said, growers, feel free to comment and, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I know I mentioned about leggy plants, and I do have those. I think I'll have it fixed for next year. I'm experimenting right now. Like I said, I didn't have a ton of time over winter. I should have paid a little more attention, but it is what it is, and let's try to grow an 800-pound pumpkin. See you next time.